Hey y'all, I have been wanting a taco salad so bad, and so I thought today is the day that we're gonna make a taco salad. This is in my cookbook, and we're gonna make the salad dressing to this is the key, in my opinion. So let me tell you what I've got going now. I've got 1 pound of some fresh beef that I picked up from Sarah's Nursery in Magnus, Arkansas, and she has some wonderful products, and they're well priced, so I'm pleased with the price. So I have browned this. It's almost halfway brown, and I have half of a purple onion. Use whatever onion is in your refrigerator that you need to use up. You can use a white one, yellow. It doesn't matter because we're gonna cook it down. So I've just got this in here with my meat, and I'm gonna add 2 tablespoons of some taco seasoning. And this is in my cookbook, but this is one of my favorite things. I love to kind of tweak recipes, and so you got to make them your own. And when you make your own seasonings, because basically y'all, we got all that stuff in our house anyway. Why are we buying a whole bunch of mixes? I don't know. But anyway, so I've just got my 2 tablespoons of taco seasoning in here, and you can use your favorite if you have a tried and true that you think is wonderful. Now, if you need to add a little bit of water, depending on the amount of grease that your hamburger meat has, because the seasonings need something to kind of wake them up. So we're just gonna let this sit here, and I'm gonna go ahead and cut this down a little bit so it's not just all fire, getting all too hot for me. Okay, so here's the salad dressing. Okay, this is a copycat Panchos Tropicale Salad dressing. And I'm gonna make it in my blender, scoot you over so you don't fall. And I have 3 green onions that I washed, and I just cut them. And then I'm gonna use a half a cup of your favorite oil, and I'm using avocado here. So in it goes in your blender. And if you want to use let me get a rag, just a second. If you wanted to use your food processor, that'd be fine too. So here we go, and I'm gonna add a 1/3 cup of just some vinegar. If you want to use some fancy schmancy vinegar, it might change the flavor of it some, but you can sure enough do that, because says the girl that wrote a cookbook, a recipe is not a legal binding document. So I've got a 1/3 cup, just some white vinegar, right straight in there. Okay, now to that, I'm gonna add 1 good tablespoon. Hey, let's give this a stir. What you think? Oh boy, it smells so good in here. Oh my word. So I'm gonna add a good, let's see, what did I say we used on the mustard? 1 tablespoon yellow mustard. So that's what we're gonna do. Now the salad dressing that Pancho's had was a yellow, but because this has green onions in it, it's kind of a green color. It's fine. It tastes the same to me. A half a cup of just some white sugar, in it goes. And then we're gonna use 2 teaspoons of dried oregano. This is the key to this recipe, in my opinion, because this salad dressing has a heavy oregano profile, and I just love it. Now Pancho's, I think they opened in 1956 in West Memphis, Arkansas, and it was a go-to destination. They had, it was just a quaint little place, and it was just, had a secluded little booths that you could sit in. Then they opened one in Jonesboro, and that was the one that we went to. It burned. But the pandemic got the one in West Memphis, and it shut down, I think, in 21. So it's no longer with us anymore, but we had these wonderful recipes, and I think they still do make the cheese dip, and I think that's all we're gonna use right there. So we're gonna put the lid on this and give it a whirl. Okay, hang on a minute. Are we plugged in over here? No. I'm eventually gonna get this whole new kitchen studio set up straight. What is going on? Hang on a minute, y'all. We got a malfunction junction around here. This worked while ago. Hang on. I'll be right back. We're working now. I don't know what the sound is. use our trusty popsicle stick and we'll just get us a little thing of this and we'll see what we think. That is so good. I'm going to let it sit here because the sugar has not dissolved yet. And I'm going to add just a pinch more oregano because today my taste buds say it wants more oregano. So I'm going to add about 1/4 of a teaspoon more to it. That'd be a plenty right there. Now that we're cooking with butter, let's give this thing another spin. Okay, now we're going to let this sit here and get right with itself, get well acquainted, as Mimi would say. And I'm going to check on this hamburger meat and onions and taco seasoning. And I did not have to put any more water in there or any water at all. And there's no grease. There's no grease. Let me show you a trick. Had there been grease, I was ready. Just take a couple paper towels. You hold your skillet or whatever you're cooking in, hold it up at an angle and bring all the meat up here. And then the grease will run down to the bottom. Well, there's just a scotch. I'll go ahead and show you how to do that. Anyway, so you just take your paper towel, just put it down in the bottom of that, and that'll soak all that grease all up. There we go. There's your little tip for the day. Okay, I'm going to clean up my workspace and get the goodies over here to make this taco salad, and I'll get back together with y'all and we'll just fix us a plate of dinner that y'all people call lunch. We live on gravel. It's dinner time around 11 at my house, so I'll see y'all back here in just a little bit. Okay, y'all, we are ready to eat. Got everything set up here. This is a great thing to do on a Saturday night, and so on Sunday after church you can just get it all out. Everybody can fix their own, and you have made your day a lot easier. So what I like to do, I like to serve mine with the blue corn chips and the yellow corn chips, and here's what I do to mine. It makes it a lot easier to eat, unless you're going to eat it like a dip. But just give it a good smasheroo right there. And this is where iceberg lettuce really shines. You can use whatever kind you want, but on this, the classic from Panchos is an iceberg lettuce salad. So we'll just get a little lettuce on there, and we're going to get some of this good meat over here. And if you have leftover meat, and you could, and you know, it's like, well, I'm not planning on doing anything else with it, make a big thing of taco soup. That would be delicious. So there we go. All right. Now I'm going to put some cheese on mine, and you could just doctor this up ever how you want to. You could add, I've got some salsa here, and this is in my cookbook. You could put cherry tomatoes. You could use olives, but I typically never have olives because. And then I'm going to top it with just a little green onions, just a few. I'm not going to go overboard. Just a few. And then our delicious dressing, which is the key to a taco salad to me. I actually, y'all, don't even order these in restaurants anymore because I'm so spoiled to how good this is, and I have not found anything that can come close to it. And also, this is very good. If you're grilling chicken or baking chicken, you can baste it with this, and it's very tasty. Okay, I think I've got everything on mine. Now, I did whip up while I was getting this all out. I thought, I think I need a little something else. So I've got 2 tablespoons of sour cream. You could use Greek yogurt, whatever you want to use. And I've put about a teaspoon of our chili mix. And I also put about 1/4 of a teaspoon of some chipotle peppers in a Ziploc bag. And I'm just going to cut the end off, just like that. And then I'm just going to, my husband's not going to want any of this. And so I'm just going to dot it around like this. There we go. Oh my gosh. This is going to be so, so good. Salad is hard to eat in public, isn't it? Much less on camera. So let's see. I'm gonna do it like this. I'm going to get hold of this little chip right here. Get a little bit of everything. Get some of that new little aioli we poured on top, a little cheese. All right, here we go. Oh, that's so good. And I have to tell you, if you want the printable version, it's on my website, www.kimmysouthern.cooking.com. You can find this, you can print it out. And did you know, when I checked my analytics on my website, this Pancho's salad dressing, taco salad, is the #1 thing. It's been clicked on and printed more than any of the others. And I'm just tickled to death because I love it. It's my favorite. All right, y'all. Y'all go do something fun, and I'll see you next time. And we're going to sit down and eat them up. Yum, yum. So, I'll see y'all next time. Bye, y'all.